Hey YouTubers, Alex here, back from quite a long spell away from posting videos on YouTube. I think it's been over 3 weeks, nearly a month now actually since I posted my last video, which is crazy. I mean, this year just seems to be moving so fast, it's hard to keep up with everything, but I've explained it before. I mean, I'm just in the middle of just this frenzy of examinations at the moment. Right in the middle of my A-levels. I've had 3 exams already and I've got 5 left, 5 between now and the 24th of June. So that's really been the reason why I haven't been posting any. But yeah, wanted to post one today just to update you on some recent vinyl finds. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Playing in the background is Santana, Moonflower, which is really great music. So yeah, I'm going to get on and show you these records. Right then guys, so yeah, I'll start off by showing you something actually I received from the States about two weeks ago now, and I know a lot of you have shown this already in your videos, and yeah, I'm pretty late in showing it, but this is of course the In Dreamer single, the legendary In Dreamer single, which has become so popular in the vinyl community. Of course, Derek Vaughan appears on the In Dreamer track, and he very kindly sent it over from the States. He could have easily restricted it to the States and Canada, but he very kindly shipped it worldwide, and thank God he did, because this is some great stuff on here. I have to say, I was astounded by the quality of music on here. I wasn't expecting anything like this, and yeah, it's just a really nice package. I'll show you what comes. It's in a nice slip sleeve, I guess you would say. And you get 2 7-inches. You get, of course, the In Dreamer track, In Dreamer Reprogram, and Conduit's Misery Train on a nice purple marble vinyl. And Icky Blossoms, Perfect Vision, and Touch People, Sound Expression on a nice kind of bluish marble vinyl. Again, really nice. And I have to say, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm not just saying this because it's Derek's track. I have to say, you know, the In Dreamer track is you know, by miles my favourite track on here. I mean, they're all good tracks, but Derek's track has so many layers to it. It's just, you know, so many parts. I absolutely love the vocals. The vocal performance, I think, is excellent and adds so much to the song. But as I say, just so many layers. I know a lot of people have talked about this, but at the same time as having so many different elements to it, it just seems so cohesive at the same time, which is very important. And yeah, just an incredible song. And congratulations to Derek for producing, well, helping to produce such an incredible song. And yeah, if you don't have this already, I know a lot of you already do. I know a lot of you have shown it, as I say, but yeah, if you don't have this, seriously, just head over to Derek's channel, maybe send him a message. I don't know if he'll have any left, because I know this was a limited edition. I think it was limited to 500 copies. But if you don't have a copy yet, seriously, just go and contact him, and you can get this for a really cheap price. I think it's only I think I only paid $10, including postage. And it only took a week, which is another great thing. It only took a week to get from the States to Europe, which I thought was very good. And yeah, listened to all of the songs probably over 5 times now. The In Dreamer track probably close to 10 times, because I just love it so much, that track. And seriously, I think an essential for anyone's collection, especially if you're part of the vinyl community. So yeah, that's the first thing, which I was psyched to get. And then these next 3 records are from Bob Dylan. Basically, I headed over to, I guess you would call it, a flea market a couple of weeks ago, and this guy was selling off basically his whole Dylan collection for a really good price. You know, I didn't buy the whole collection or anything. I only bought 3 records. But yeah, I just thought I'd leap on the chance to get my hands on Dylan records. They're not his best work or anything. He didn't have any of the rare ones or any of the 60s records. any really of my favourite Dylan records, but you know, these are, you know, all in all, these were amazing to find. And the first one, Slow Train Coming from 1979. I know I talked a little bit about this in my last in my thread response to Mr. Hall of Fame. Talked a little bit about the religious content, how I disagreed a little bit with some of the things Dylan says in this on this album. But you know, that being said, I think I mentioned it. You know, I really do think this album is very, very much underrated as a Dylan album. I think, you know, it's kind of overshadowed a little bit by the albums that came before it. I mean, Dylan set the bar just so high with albums like, you know, obviously Blood on the Tracks and Desire, that only came a couple of years before this was released. So, you know, maybe this was considered maybe a bit of a letdown for hardcore Dylan fans who really were looking for something, you know, of the quality set by Desire and Blood on the Tracks. But nonetheless, this is incredible music, and I think, you know, this album really stands out as a record that was immaculately produced. I think this is one of Dylan's most well-produced records, and if I remember rightly, yeah, this was produced by Jerry Wexler, and I think he did an amazing job. I've seen him interviewed about this record, and really, really interesting stuff. And yeah, some really classic Dylan stuff on here. I think he was, you know, almost at his prime when he wrote most of these songs in terms of, you know, what he was writing about, but also, you know, just the lyrical style is incredible, as with, you know, pretty much all of Dylan's albums. But yeah, great songs on here. Some, you know, Gotta Serve Somebody, which is the opening track, very poignant and powerful. Precious Angel. Although I kind of disagree with a few of the things Dylan says on that song, I still consider it to be kind of an epic Dylan song. Definitely one of his best of the 70s. Slow Train, I Believe in You, When He Returns, just incredible songs. If you don't have this in your collection and you're looking for a Dylan record that's, you know, kind of away from the really popular legendary albums, I definitely recommend this one. Obviously it's tinged with religious content, and but you don't have to really listen to it for that. You can just listen to it for its lyrical brilliance, in my opinion. So definitely a great record to find. Was psyched to find this one. Moving on, this next one again is a nice addition to my Dylan collection. This is Infidels from, I think, 1983. Considered maybe, well, close to being one of Dylan's best records of the 80s. In my opinion, it definitely is. I think Oh Mercy is a better record than this, but really nice artwork with the face shot there on the front, with him wearing his the iconic Ray-Ban sunglasses. And yeah, just another great record. Very memorable songs on here, like Joker Man, Sweetheart Like You, Neighborhood Bully, License to Kill. Just all great songs, and I've had a great time listening to this, because I don't actually own it on CD, so it was again really nice to find for a couple of pounds. And yeah, this last one here, I wasn't really expecting great things from. This is Knocked Out Loaded. Not really considered to be one of Dylan's best albums. I mean, I think this is 1986. To be honest, I'm not very, I'm not an expert on Dylan's 80s work. I'm more into the 60s and 70s stuff, and some of his later albums like Time Out of Mind and Love and Theft. But I wasn't expecting great things from this, and to be honest, it didn't really prove me wrong. I mean, it's not a very memorable record. It has some nice songs on it, but to be honest, I couldn't even tell you my favourite songs on this album. It's just has that thing where it's not very memorable, and even the cover is kind of just forgettable. And yeah, but again, any Dylan records that I can find, I just want to snap up. Right then, guys, so yeah, I have one more record to show you, and here it is. This is Cat Stevens, Teaser and the Firecat. And if you've been subscribed to me for a while, and you've been watching all of my videos, then you'll know I said a while back that Cat Stevens was very kind of influential in terms of his what he inspired me to listen to when I was younger, and he kind of really set me on a path and kind of infused my passion for folk music and singer-songwriter stuff. I mean, before listening to Cat Stevens, I was into all kinds of trash and pop music, and after listening to his greatest hits CDs, you know, I literally just fell in love with folk music, and as I say, you know, just singer-songwriter music in general. And still to this day, I really enjoy his music, and this was great to find because I didn't previously have a Cat Stevens record on vinyl, and I can't really explain what he kind of instills in me when I listen to his music, but it's kind of like an inner peace that I get from listening to his songs. Quite hard to explain, but it's a special thing. And this is a great record. I believe this was released in 1971. And to be honest, this is a little bit shot. This sleeve, a little bit tattered, but nonetheless, it's great to find. And this contains some classic Cat Stevens songs: Peace Train, Moon Shadow, Morning is Broken. Just all great songs in my opinion. And seriously, if you haven't heard a Cat Stevens record, this is a great place to start. Either this one or Tea for the Tillerman. Any of his early 70s work is, in my opinion, his best stuff. So yeah, this was great to find. I found this at a local car boot sale. So yeah, basically guys, that's all the records I have to show you. As I say, kind of my whole kind of record buying process has slowed down somewhat in the last few weeks with these exams, and well, most importantly, I don't have any money to spend on records at the moment, so that's really why I haven't had too much in terms of buying. But those are the things I did pick up. And another thing I just wanted to share with you, I do have a CD to show you here, and if you've kind of been tuned into the musical news over the last few weeks, you'll know that May 24th was quite a big day for Bob Dylan. He turned 70 on May 24th, and yeah, there's some cool things on the radio and TV. I listened to a really interesting program presented by Bill Nye about the Blonde on Blonde sessions, which gave a really interesting insight into the state of mind of not only Dylan but the musicians that surrounded him during those legendary Nashville sessions. So that was really interesting. I watched another really good program about the Newport Folk Festival. And also on that day, I took a trip to the record store with, I think, £10 in my pocket, so I was on a strict budget. And this was staring me in the face. This is a CD I'd never seen before. It was only released, I think, only a few days ago, in fact. So yeah, this is the long-lost 1963 radio broadcast at Studs Terkel's Wax Museum. And just a really interesting kind of bootleg, I guess you could say, of Dylan's radio broadcast from 1963. This was recorded on April 26th, and he performed some of his early songs, and there's conversation in between him and the disc jockey, and just interesting stuff. And definitely recommend you pick this up if you're a Dylan fan. It's just another kind of piece to the puzzle of Dylan's early career, and yeah, a really nice image of him there on the front, a very early picture, as you can see. So yeah, that's the CD I picked up. It was only a tenner, so I thought a pretty good price for what you get. And yeah, May 24th was Dylan's birthday, so congratulations to him for turning 70, and obviously he's still going. So you know, who knows when the Never-Ending Tour will end? It doesn't, look like it's going to end anytime in the near future. So it's really great to see that he's still going after all these years in the business, and just incredible guy and incredible musician. So yeah, that's all I have to show you today, guys. Again, apologies for not posting many videos, but by the time July comes around, I'll be up and running again, and hopefully posting on a frequent basis. So again, enjoying all of your videos. Really interesting watching what you guys have been picking up, and yeah, take care, guys.